boy Suave Boom here with another ASMR video. What's going on? Guys, the reason why I laugh before I do that little thing, before I start my hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Suave Boom, is because I literally do like 3 or 4 takes before I start the actual video, just because either I'm hitting the curtain or something made a noise or just something happens for me to like just completely stop. Like I was hitting the curtain earlier and it kept clinking. Anyways, you know what? That's why I laugh most of the time before I do my hey, what's going on, you guys? Whatever. So, anyways, Happy New Year's, guys. What's going on? It's been about a week. Missed y'all. I'm still trying to get into the routine of things of only making 2 videos a week, and it sucks, but it is what it is. Thank you to everybody that's been showing me New Year's Eve love. I got all your videos, all your snaps, all your messages on Instagram. I didn't get to respond to everybody, but yeah, it was cool. I got a lot of love, so thank you. If you want to hit me up on any of my social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vine. People hit me up on Vine. I got like a bunch of new followers on Vine. Dope. Those 4 in particular ones, I'm under Berto Smalls. Berto Smalls. Like Biggie Smalls, but Berto Smalls. Shut up. But if you want to hit me up on my favorite one, Snapchat, I'm under Suave Boom. Alright, so guys, I have a lot of food. I have the infamous white people tacos. No racial. It's just Americanized tacos. It's like Taco Bell. There's nothing Mexican about these tacos. But we're gonna get into some of this. I got some dessert, and I got some chips. Those Tostitos dipper things with nacho cheese jalapeno dip. Which I don't think they sell this over the pond in Europe. It's like just cheese that's like it just comes melted like that. You don't gotta heat it up. It stays like this for like a long time. It doesn't expire after a while. It looks weird. I know cheese in other countries isn't yellow, but this is how it goes. There are the Americanized tacos. Now, for all of you wondering that, don't know, I don't want to say like if you're out of the country, because I'm sure other countries eat this, but for people that don't know what this is, basically, I bought a box of Old El Paso crunchy taco shells. I bought some beef, ground beef, put that powder, that taco mix powder into the beef, but I also added some of my own hot habanero salsa to make it hot. I got some Mexican cheese. If you don't know what that is, it's this, guys. Yeah, salsa, some lettuce, and that's your typical white people taco. It's pretty good though. I love them. I don't hate. I added a lot of that salsa, habanero salsa on there. salsa dancing with a bunch of people I used to hang out with. See, this is what happens when you don't make videos on a regular basis. You start slipping a little bit. I completely forgot to put my iPhone on airplane mode, so that was work. It's my day off, so they tend to call on my day off a lot. I didn't think it was going to be my day off. It's just one of those random, like, oh, I have a day off. Let me show you this. Oh, crap. This is Sara Lee French cheesecake. But it's a new one that they put strawberries on top. So, and my favorite part is these little crunchy things. When you get excited, yo, over a dessert. Yeah. So good. So good. Now, apparently, I don't know if this is actually factual, but I'm just letting you know. Regular cheesecake compared to this cheesecake. Regular cheesecake is dense, heavy, rich. Sara Lee's French cheesecake. There's two kinds. There's a kind without the strawberries, and the kind with. I prefer the kind without, but this was new and I never tried it, so I did it. Sara Lee French cheesecake. It's not as sweet. It's lighter, and it's whipped, so it really just melts in your mouth. Like, you don't even have to chew it. It's just, you put it in your mouth and it just melts. Mas puto. Ay, mira. French cheesecake. Muy chingón, muy chingón. So, like I was saying, guys, I went salsa dancing in Nashville with a group of friends. Well, it was my buddy Marcus, his wife, and then a bunch of her friends, and then I brought my friend, and she I guess she was my date. I don't know, but she's just an old school friend from back in the day, and we went salsa dancing in Nashville, and the salsa scene in Nashville is awesome. It's very laid back, very chill. I was worried that me going out on New Year's Eve was going to be just like a mess, and it was in the beginning because of traffic and everything, but once we got into the establishment, it was such a good look. this, that. So I just delete, block, all that crap. And that's all I see. So when I make videos not as frequent and I'm about to jump in and make one, I guess that's like the one thing that's on my mind. But somebody told me I should talk about, because I would talk about, you know, relationships and my dating life and things like that, and it's the same person asked me to talk about the one that got away. I don't know if I want to get into that, but on New Year's Eve, I got into a conversation with some of the ladies that were out with us, and we were just talking about, you know, past relationships, crazy women I've gone out with, crazy men they've gone out with, things like that. And I have a very direct and blunt way of saying things, I guess. And what I was trying to say is, at the end of the day, it's up to y'all. You guys are in charge. You guys, it's the ball's in your court. I know it's like it's a man's world and this and that and blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, everything a man does, his success, his money, his wealth, his mentality, his emotional state of mind, his aura, his spirituality, his religion, for the most part, everything we do is because of a woman. Let's be real. And you know, a lot of the girls that were with us, they had bad luck. You know, most of them were single. They had bad luck with men and this and that, and I just basically was like, well, it's your fault. You picked them. I mean, it's I know that sounds harsh, like blaming women for their shitty, like, relationships from the past, but if you really break it down, it's kind of like, it's your fault. I mean, you're the one that picks them. You're the one, you know what I mean? Like, you can always leave. Okay, so anyways. Basically, the whole conversation reminded me of this old Steve Harvey stand-up comedy he did. Sorry guys, I either got the hiccups or a bad case of double bubbles. And I've watched this video so many times. I posted it on Facebook, I think. But I've watched it so many times because it's so real and it's so true. I've gotten to the point where I feel like I've memorized it. He said one of the main things that he said, that women, one of the main things that women have, women's problem is that they don't know how to pick a man. Now, if you don't have a good man, it's not the man's fault. You picked the wrong damn man. Like, you know, you have a choice in this. Like, you have a say whether or not you want him or not. So, if the man that you have, if the man ain't shit, and you picked him, well, that's your damn fault. Like, I mean, it's so funny because in the video he even says, he just gets into depth with the whole relation. And the funny thing is, a lot of times women that have men that aren't shit, the man even says it during the relationship, like, yeah, I ain't shit. Yeah, he even admits it, and the woman still stays with him. Anyways, my favorite thing, like the best quote ever that Steve Harvey says in the whole video. Is every man can change and every man will change, but there's only one woman. There's only one woman we're gonna change for, and that's That's some real shit. And the rest of you women, well, y'all just get whatever the fuck it is. Listen, if we're not coming around every day, if I'm not texting you every day, if I'm not telling you I miss you every day, oh well. I mean, I'm busy. You know, it's like if we hook up and I don't talk to you for 3 days, if I'm just like treating you like one of them hit it and quit it girls, I mean, you ain't the one. And the girls, like, you know, when you tell a woman that, they just look at you and they're like, well, I don't like that. I don't like it that way. I don't want that. Well, that's what the fuck, you know, those kind of guys are going to give you because you're not the one. Now, listen, I can already feel like the comments coming in. Listen, ladies, if your man isn't making sacrifices for you and changing certain aspects of his life on his own accord because he has a want to do that for you, if he's not doing that, well, shit, again, you ain't the one. Another thing, I'm trying to think of the video, like, you know what, let me, another one. Oh, another thing I love that he said is women are always asking him, well, where can I find a good man? It's like you can find a good man anywhere. I mean, it's always been, if you really think about all the men you've ever met, it's always been random, you know. You can find a good man anywhere. When the right one comes along, he's just gonna walk up on you, and you won't have to do anything. But you gotta stop all this in between, in the meantime, dating bullshit, because you know that all. You gotta stop this old like, oh, I'm just keeping him around so I can be held, and I'm tired of not being able to go out, and I'm tired of being lonely, and you gotta stop all that shit. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't sit around, wait for Mr. Right to come around, but while you're waiting, you're dating this fucking piece of shit over here. Because, for all you know, Mr. Right has been watching you. He's been watching you for months and months and months and months and months. But every time he sees you, you over here, you know, you keep eating lunch with the asshole that treats you like shit, that disrespects you. You over here having lunch with him. And Mr. Right looking at you and he can't make a move. Why? Because his space is occupied. And even that right there, I know a lot of people are probably like, well, I don't want to sit alone. I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to do it. I get it. If you are going to have an in-betweener while you wait for Mr. Right to find you, like, don't do regular shit with Mr. Wrong. If you still want to, like, you know, hook up and have a little bit of affectionate shit going on in your life in between you meeting the love of your life, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But do that shit behind closed doors. Don't go out to lunch with Mr. Wrong. Don't run errands with Mr. Wrong. Don't drive around with Mr. Wrong. When you're out in public, be by yourself, because Mr. Right, men nowadays are such punks anyways. Like, it's hard enough for dudes in this generation, these young dudes, to go up to a female in public Mr.